Hello, everybody. Yoko 007 here, bringing you another exciting game in the 2008 replay with Inside Pitch. In today's game, we've got the 14-10 Oakland A's taking on the 9-16 Seattle Mariners. This is game 3 of a 3-game series between the A's and the Mariners. Series is tied at 1 game each. Who's going to come out on top? Who's going to win the rubber game of the match? Will it be the A's? Will it be the Mariners? We're going to find out in 9 innings time. Let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Oakland A's. Leading off, the second baseman, Mark Ellis. Batting second, the first baseman, Derek Barton. Batting third, the right fielder, Emil Brown. Batting fourth, the designated hitter, Frank Thomas in the cleanup position. Batting fifth, the left fielder, Jack Cuss. Batting sixth, the shortstop, Bobby Cosby. Batting seventh, the center fielder, Ryan Sweeney. Batting eighth, the catcher, Bob Bowen. And batting ninth, the third baseman, Jack Hanahan. On the mound for the Mariners, it is Felix Hernandez. Hernandez comes into the game with a starting ERA of a 5.23. He's got no wins and 3 losses. He's pitched 31 innings, allowed 37 hits, 31 strikeouts, and 12 walks. We're here at Seiko Field, which gives a -2 to strikeouts and a -1 to walks. And with that, Mark Ellis steps up, makes his way into the batter's box. He's batting a .318, and we're ready for the first pitch. And that'll be a 1-3, column 1, row 3. We're going to start off with a split result off of the pitcher card. Split result off the pitcher card, you're going to take a look at the batter to see if the batter is left or right-handed. In this case, Ellis is a right-handed batter, so off the pitcher card, we are going to look to the right-handed side of the slash, and it is a blank. Ellis, 1-5, column 1, row 5. That's going to be a fly ball back there to center field. Suzuki will get underneath it and make the catch and put one away. Let's take a look at the starting defense for the Seattle Mariners. Ivins will be out there in left field. Suzuki will be in center. Wilkinson will be in right. Going around the horn, we've got Beltre on third. Betancourt will be on second. Lopez at second. Betancourt's on short. Sexton will be at first. Joey Jima will be behind the plate. And Hernandez will be on the mound. Derek Barton batting a 143. And that'll be a 5-4, column 5, row 4, at the ballpark. Anytime you roll the @ symbol as your result off of the pitcher card, you'll resolve the play using the home team's ballpark card. So in this case, we're going to resolve the play using the Seiko Field ballpark card. And that'll be a 3-2, column 3, row 2, double star 1. It's a ground ball to second base. Lopez will make the catch there, throw it over to Sexton. And that'll be out number 1. Out number 2, 2 away. Emil Brown batting a 173. And that'll be a 5-6, column 5, row 6. That is a blank. We consider that a blank right now because Felix has not faced his allowed number of batters. So that is a blank, and that'll be a 3-1, column 3, row 1. Same thing, split result this time off of the batter card. You're going to look to see if the pitcher is left or right-handed. In this case, Hernandez is a right-handed pitcher, so off the batter card, we'll look to the right-handed side of the slash. And that'll be a ground ball to the shortstop, the Betancourt, who will throw it over to Sexton for the out, and that will retire the side. So no runs, no hits, and no errors, and none left on for the A's. We go to the bottom of the first, and here is the starting lineup for the Seattle Mariners. Leading off, the center fielder, Ichiro Suzuki. Batting second, the second baseman, Jose Lopez. Batting third, the left fielder, Raul Ibens. Batting fourth, the third baseman in the cleanup position, Adrian Beltre. Batting fifth, the designated hitter, Greg Norton. Batting sixth, the first baseman, Richie Sexton. Batting seventh, the right fielder, Brad Wilkinson. Batting eighth, the catcher, Kenji Johijima. And batting ninth, the shortstop, Yunesuke Betancourt. On the mound for the A's, it is Joe Blayton. Blayton comes in today's game with a 4.46 ERA. He's got 3 wins and 2 losses. He's pitched 38 and 1/3 of an inning, allowed 34 hits, 19 strikeouts, and 10 walks. And with that, Ichiro Suzuki makes his way up. We're ready to start the bottom half of the first inning. He's batting a .271. And the pitch, and that'd be a 5-5, column 5. Row 5, that is a blank. Over to Ichiro, who rolls a 5-5, column 5, row 5, and that is a base hit past second base. And with that, Ichiro is on with a base hit. Leads off with a base hit. Next up, it's Jose Lopez. He's batting a 230. Runner on first. Strategy roll is a 9. The infield is at double play. Let's take a look at the starting defense for the Oakland A's. Cusp will be out there in left field. Sweeney in center. Brown at right. Going around the horn, we've got Hanahan on third. Cosby will be at short. Ellis on second. Barton is at first. Bowen will be behind the plate, and Blayton will be on the mound. Now then, with the infield at double play depth, the range goes down to a minus. You get a -1 for the range. Ground double play rating will get a +1 on that. And the base run rating, should we have a runner on third, we'll get a -1. No runner on third. Strategy roll is a 9. The Mariners are holding off. And the pitch. 4-1, column 4, row 1. That is a strikeout. And remember, we have a -2 modifier for the strikeout range. So that makes it a 1-4. The 5 is too high. And that'll be a 5-5, column 5, row 5, double star 1. Ground ball to Cosby. It's going to be. Now, will we get the double play? We're going to check for that. Ground double play rating, that is a 4. Ellis will give a +1 to that. So that makes it the 4. Now, on balls hit to G6 with the right-handed batter, the pivot will be at second on that. So we take 1d6, roll it against the ground double play rating. It is a 6, and the rule says if the roll is less than 6, the play is at first. So Suzuki will move over to second. The out is at first. Strategy roll is a 1. Raul Ibens comes up. He's batting a .352. Infield is back to normal depth. Strategy roll 1. It is a steal attempt. They are going to send him. It's a 20, and Suzuki got caught still in third. And 2 outs, and that clears the bases. On a roll of a 20, the runner is thrown out. Blayton saw that. Hanahan makes the catch, and Suzuki is out at third. Clears the bases. Raul Ibens, who is batting a .352, 1-3, column 1, row 3. That is a strike on a 1-7. That is a 3. Struck him out. So no runs, 1 hit, and no errors, and none left on for the Mariners. After 1, we're tied at 0. We go to the top of the second. It's going to be Frank Thomas, Jack Cusp, and Bobby Cosby due up for the A's. Frank Thomas betting a 231. And that'll be a 2-3, column 2-5, column 2, row 5. Possible error. Now, on an error check, that is the number in the bracket that we check. Whose error range are we checking? And that'll be a 2-2, column 2, row 2, double star 6. That's going to be a fly ball back there to Suzuki. Suzuki's error range is a 1. That is a 10 on the D20. No error there. Suzuki makes the catch and puts one away. Jack Cusp batting a 271. Infield still at normal depth, and that is going to be a 5-6, column 5, row 6. That is a blank. And that'll be a 2-6, column 2, row 6. It's a base hit past the shortstop, past Benacourt. And this time Cusp will get on with a base hit. Bobby Cosby batting a 261. Strategy rolls in 11. The infield is at double play depth. And here is the pitch. And that'll be a 6-2. Column 6, row 2. Possible error on a ground ball. And that'll be a 4-3. Column 4, row 3, double star 5. That's a fly ball back there to Ibens, who will make the catch and puts 2 away. Now, with 2 outs and a runner on base, we do add a +1 to the base run rating. So strategy roll is a 1, and that's going to bring up Ryan Sweeney. A's holding off, infield at normal depth. Sweeney is batting a 154. And that'll be a 6-5. Column 6, row 5. It's a range play at the ballpark. So on a range play, we check the first number of the outfielder's arm of the defense position, and that'll be a 5-4, column 5, row 4. It's a ground ball to the catcher. Joey Gima's catching rate is a 2. It's a 6, and that's going to be good for a base hit. It gets by him, and we got runners on first and second. Joey Gima is 0 for 2 on range plays, and that is going to bring up Bob Bowen. Bowen batting a 200. Strategy roll is a 7, infield at normal depth, and here is the pitch. And that'll be a 2-2, column 2, row 2. He is a switch hitter, so Bowen is batting left today. And that'll be a single on a 1-15. The 6 is in range. And that puts runner, and Cusp will go over to third. The question is, does he go home? He'll reach home. He'll go from second to home on a base run rating of a 2-6 on balls hit to the pitcher. His base run rating is a 3. And the A's are on the board. It's 1-0, Oakland. And that is going to bring up Jack Hanahan. Hanahan batting a 192. Strategy rolls a 17, and here is the pitch. And that'll be a 6-3, column 6, row 3. That is a walk plus. Now, on a walk plus, we add 10 automatically to the walk range, -1. So it is a +9 modifier to Hanahan's walk range. That makes it a 1-19. That is a 2. And the 8, and he'll load the bases. So that is his first walk allowed of the game. And we go to the top of the order, Mark Ellis. Ellis is 0 for 1. Strategy rolls a 16. Infield at normal depth. Bases are loaded. And here is the pitch. And that'll be a 5-2, column 5, row 2 at the ballpark. And that'll be a 2-2, column 2, row 2. That is an S+8, so it's a single out there to Suzuki. 1 run will score. Now, on all S plus number results, the runners will advance 2 bases regardless. We roll 1. If the roll is less than or equal to the ABR, the runner is safe with a double. If the roll is higher, he holds with a single. On that one, it is a 2. He will hold, and it's a 2-run RBI single on that one, so it is 3-0. So Sweeney and Bowen score. It's a 2-run RBI single by Mark Ellis. Runners on the corners, infield at normal depth. Derek Barton 0 for 1. Strategy roll is an 18, and here is the pitch. 4-1, column 4, row 1. That is a walk plus as well. On a 1 to 21, that is a 5, and that is a walk. And once again, that loads the bases. That is a second walk allowed. Emil Brown 0 for 1. Strategy roll is a 14, and here is the pitch. A's holding off. And that'll be a 2-1, column 2, row 1. And that'll be a strikeout. On a 1 to 7, that is a 1. Struck him out. 3 runs, 4 hits, no errors, and the A's leave them loaded. We go to the bottom of the second. Adrian Beltre, Greg Norton, and Richie Sexton do up for the Mariners. Adrian Beltre batting at 245. And the pitch. And that'll be a 1-5, column 1, row 5. That is a walk. On a 1 to 8, that is a 5, and that is good for a walk. So with that, that will be Blayton Joe's first walk of the game. Greg Norton batting a 455. Strategy roll is an 8. Mariners holding off. Infield double play depth, and that'll be a 1-2, column 1, row 2. That is a blank. Norton being a switch hitter, so we look to the left-handed side of the slash. And that'll be a 6-4, column 6, row 4. Fly ball back there to Sweeney. He'll make the catch and put one away. Richie Sexton batting a 215. Strategy roll is a 3. The infield is still at double play depth. Mariners holding off on Strat. And that'll be a 1-4, column 1, row 4. That is a base hit. So Sexton with a base hit off the pitcher card. Beltre will go to second. Stop sign goes up. He'll go from first to third on a base run rating of a 4 to 6. He has a 2. He will hold. And with that, Brad Wilkinson comes up. Wilkinson batting a 209. Strategy roll is an 11. The infield still at double play depth. And here is the pitch. And that'll be a 1-2, column 1, row 2. That is a blank. And that'll be a 1-4, column 1, row 4. Pop up to second base. Ellis will get underneath it. Makes the catch and puts 2 away. Kenji Joeyjima batting a 254. Strategy roll is a 16. And that'll be a 4-2, column 4, row 2. That is a blank. I'm sorry, that is a strikeout. On a 1 to 3, the 14 is too high. And that'll be a 3-3, column 3, row 3. Base hit down the third baseline, pass Hanahan. And that'll load the bases up for the Mariners. And that'll bring up Yuneski Betancourt. Bases are loaded. Betancourt batting a 278. Strategy roll is an 8. Mariners are holding off. 2 outs. Bases are loaded. Bottom of the second. 5-1. Column 5, row 1. Possible error on a ground ball. And that'll be a 3-6, column 3, row 6, double star 1. It's a ground ball to Cosby. His error range is a 1 to 7. That is a 5. It's an error as he boots the ball. And 1 run will score. And the bases are loaded, and we go to the top of the order. Ichiro Suzuki, who is 0 for 1, 1 for 1 today, led off with a base hit. Strategy rolls a 14, infield at normal depth, and the pitch. Ichiro 3-3, column 3, row 3. That is a blank off the pitcher card. And that'll be a 6-3, column 6, row 3. He smacks a base hit out there in the left field. So Ichiro with an RBI single. Still bases are loaded. We take a look. Do the runners advance on a 2 through 5? If the roll is less than or equal to the ABR, the runners advance. Otherwise, they hold. Kenji Joijima holds at third. The bases are still loaded. Strategy roll is a 20. Now, anytime a 20 comes up on your strategy roll, it is a pickoff attempt. And unfortunately, Joe Blayton does not pick anyone off, but we'll still show the number. It would have been a 17. Jose Lopez 0 for 1. That's going to be a 3-3. Column 3, row 3. That is a blank. And that'll be a 6-1. Column 6, row 1. It's a base hit past second base. And with that, it's an RBI single. Joijima ties the game up. Betancourt on third. Does he advance home? He'll go from second to home on a base run rating of a 3 to 6. He has a 3. Betancourt scores. Ichiro on second. Does he go to? Does he pick up third? He'll go from first to third on a base run rating of a 3 to 6. He has a 4, and that puts runners on the corners. Next up, Raul Ibens 0 for 1, struck out his last time up. Strategy rolls a 12. Mariners are holding off. They do have a 1-run lead. It's 4 to 3 here in the bottom of the second. And that'll be a 5-2, column 5, row 2. That is a strikeout on a 1 to 7. That is a 1. Struck him out. And so 4 runs, 4 hits, and 1 error. After 2, it's Mariners 4, A's 3. We go to the top of the third. Frank Thomas, Jack Cusp, and Bobby Cosby due up for the A's. Frank Thomas 0 for 1, and the pitch. 2-4, column 2, row 4. That is a hit by pitch. Felix gives a -0 for that. On a 1 to 7, the 8 is too high. 4-2, column 4, row 2. It's a base hit out there into left field. Ibens will come in and scoop it up, throw it over to Betancourt to hold him. No outs, runner on first. Strategy roll is a 6. A's holding off. Jack Cusp 1 for 1 today with a run scored. Infield double play depth and the pitch. And that'll be a 2-6, column 2, row 6. That is a walk. On a 1 to 18, the 19 is too high. And that'll be a 3-5, column 3, row 5, double star 1, ground ball to Lopez. We will check for a double play. Double play off the pitcher card, that'll be a +1. Benecourt, when balls hit to second base, the shortstop will be the pivot there. And with that, it is a 0, so we add a +1. That makes it a 4. And we have a 4. The die roll is a 4 in range. So the rule says if the roll is less than or equal to the ground double play rating, it is a double play. It's a 4-6-3 double play. And with that, Cosby up next. That clears the bases. 2 outs, nobody on. Cosby is 0 for 1, and the pitch. And that'll be a 6-4, column 6, row 4. Possible error on a throw. And that'll be a 2-4, column 2, row 4. That is a single out there into left field. Error range for Ibens is on a 1 to 4. The 19 is too high. So no error there. Ryan Sweeney up. Sweeney is 1 for 1 with a run scored. Strategy roll is a 6. A's holding off, and the pitch. And that'll be a 4-5, column 4, row 5. That is a strikeout on a 1 to 6. The 12 is too high. And that'll be a 1-3, column 1, row 3. That is a base hit to Ibens. Actually, sorry, it's a base hit to Suzuki there. That'll move the runners over to first and second. Does Cosby pick up third? No, he does not. Base run rating is a 0. And the rule says if the roll is less, base run rating less than 1, the runners hold. So, runners on first and second. Strategy rolls a 17. And Bob Bowen up now. Bowen is 1 for 1 with a run and an RBI. And that'll be a 1-3, column 1, row 3. That is a strikeout plus. So on a strikeout plus, we add 10 to the strikeout range minus the 2. So we add 8 to Bowen's strikeout range. That makes it a 1 to 30. That is a 20. Struck him out looking. And he struck him out looking, and that will retire the side. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors. And the A's leave 2 stranded. We go to the bottom of the third. Adrian Beltre, Greg Norton, and Richie Sexton due up for the Mariners. Adrian Beltre with a walk and a run scored. And the pitch. 6-1, column 6, row 1. It's a strikeout on a 1 to 8. The 12 is too high. And that'll be a 5-1, column 5, row 1, ground ball to the shortstop to Cosby. And that'll put 1 away. Greg Norton, 0 for 1. And that'll be a 5-3, column 5, row 3. That is a blank. And that'll be a 5-2, column 5, row 2. Fly ball back there to Brown. Brown sees it, eyes it up, makes the catch, and puts 2 away. 2 up, 2 down. Richie Sexton up, 1 for 1 with a run scored. 6-5, column 6, row 5. Possible error on a throw. And that'll be a 4-4. Column 4, row 4, double star 2. And that'll be a fly ball back to Sweeney. Sweeney's error range is a 0. That is a 3. And that will retire the side. So no runs, no hits. No runs, no hits, and no errors, and none left on as the A's retire the Mariners in order, 3 up, 3 down. After 3, it's Mariners 4, A's 3. We go to the top of the 4th. Jack Hanahan, Mark Ellis, and Derek Barton due up for the A's. Jack Hanahan walked his last time up. And that'll be a 4-1, column 4, row 1. That is a walk plus. On a 1 to 19, that is a 3, and that'll be good for a walk. So Hanahan will trot on down to first. Strategy roll is a 9. The infield is at double play depth. And with that, Mark Ellis is up. He's one for 2 with 2 RBIs. And that'll be a 6-4, column 6, row 4. Possible error on a throw. And that'll be a 2-5, column 2, row 5. Ground ball to second base to Lopez. Error range for Lopez is a 4. There is no error there. Excuse me there. We will check for double play. So the infield is at double play depth. That is a 4. That is a -1. So ball hit to second base. The pivot will be the shortstop. And with that 4, we add the 1. So basically that cancels it out. +1 1 is in range. It is a 4-6-3 double 4-6-4 4-6-3 double play. And 2 out, and that's going to bring up Derek Barton. Barton is 0 for 1 with a walk. And that'd be a 5-4, column 5, row 4, at the ballpark. And that'd be a 6-6, column 6, row 6. That is a blank. Now, a blank off of the ballpark card is a rare play. There are 3 blanks on every ballpark card. And if your result is one of the blanks, you will resolve the play of the rare play chart. So here's the rare play. And the rare play says it's a slow roller fielded by the catcher who possibly bobbles the ball and then throws wild to first. Resolve by rolling against the catcher's error rate first for the bobble, then for the throw. Kenji Jojima bobbles the ball. Error on the catcher. It's a 1-base error by the catcher as he boots the ball. And with that, Barton will get on with by an E2. Emil Brown is up. Brown is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. And that'll be a 3-4, column 3, row 4. That is a walk. On a 1 to 9, that is a 10. The 10 is too high. And that'll be a 5-5, column 5, row 5, double star 3. It's a ground ball to the shortstop to Benecourt, who will make the catch. And that will retire the side. So no runs, no hits, 1 error, and the A's leave 1 stranded. We go to the bottom of the 4th. It's Brad Wilkinson, Kenji Jojima, and Yunesuke Benecourt due up for the Mariners. Brad Wilkinson 0 for 1 and the pitch. And that'll be a 5-4, column 5, row 4, range play. Whose range are we checking? That'll be a 6-1, column 6, row 1. Sweeney ranges on a 1 to 3. It's a 2. Sweeney makes the catch. Takes the hit away, makes the catch, and 1 away. Benecourt 1 for 1 with a run scored. And that'll be a 3-2, column 3, row 2. That is a blank. And that'll be a 6-4, column 6, row 4. Ground ball to the shortstop to Cosby, who makes the catch and puts 2 away. Benecourt 0 for 1 with a run scored. And that'll be a 1-1, column 1, row 1. That is a walk On a 1 to 4, that is a 6. The 6 is too high. Benacourt 1 2, column 1, row 2, and that's good for a base hit out there into left field. As he smacks a blooper out there past Cosby. Top of the order, Ichiro Suzuki, 2 for 2 with a run scored. Strategy rolls a 6 with an RBI, sorry. And that'd be a 2-1, column 2, row 1. That is a blank. Suzuki 2-4, column 2, row 4, double star 3. It's a ground ball to second base to Ellis, who will make the catch. And that will retire the side. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and the Mariners do leave 1 stranded. After 4, it's Mariners 4, A's 3. We go to the top of the 5th. Frank Thomas, Jack Cusp, and Bobby Cosby due up for the A's. Frank Thomas, 1 for 2, and the pitch. 6-2, column 6, row 2, possible error on a ground ball. And that'd be a 6-6, column 6, row 6. It's a base hit past the shortstop. Benacourt's error range is on a 1 to 8. It's an 8, and that is an error. It's a 1 base error. So Thomas gets on by an E6, and that is the second error committed by the Mariners. Jack Cusp, 1 for 2 today with a run scored. Strategy rolls a 13. A's holding off, infield double play depth. 6-5, column 6, row 5. It's a range play at the ballpark. And that'll be a 2-4, column 2, row 4. HRP, it's a home run on a 1 to 20. The 4 is in range, and that ball is out of here. Hit down the left field side. Wilkinson goes back to chase it, but that ball is into the upper decks. It's a 2-run home run for Jack Cusp, and it flips the scoreboard. The A's have a 1-run lead. It's 5-4 Oakland. Jack Cusp hits his second home run of the replay. It's 5-4 Oakland. Bobby Cosby up. He's 1 for 2 today. Bases are empty. No outs. Infield normal depth. 4-3. Column 4, row 3. It's a range play. And that'd be a 2-4. Column 2, row 4. It's a base hit out there into left field. Iban's range is on a 1 to 3. That is a 2. He makes the catch and puts one away. He hustled for that one, and he's 11 for 17 on his range plays. Brian Sweeney, 2 for 2 today with a run scored. And that'd be a 1-2, column 1, row 2. It's a strikeout on a 1 to 6. That is a 2. Struck him out. And that'll put 2 away. Bob Bowen up. Bowen is 1 for 2 with a strikeout, a run, and an RBI. And that'd be a 6-4, column 6, row 4. Possible error on a throw. And that'd be a 2-5, column 2, row 5. It's a double in the right field. Error range for Wilkinson is on a 1 to 2. That is an 8. It's a throwing error only up, well, It's a throw. According to this, it's a throwing error. His error range is on a 1 to 2. And with that, Bowen goes to third. And with that, Jack Hanahan is up. Hanahan 0 for 0 with 2 walks. Strategy rolls a 3. And that'd be a 2-3, column 2, row 3. It's a strikeout on a 1 to 13. The 12 is in range. Struck him out. Nope, struck him out, and that will retire the side. 2 runs, 2 hits, and no errors, and 1 left on. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Jose Lopez, Raul Ibans, and Adrian Beltre do up for the Mariners. Jose Lopez is 1 for 2 with 2 RBIs. And that'll be a 1-5, column 1, row 5. That is a walk. On a 1 to 4, the 18 is too high. 2-3, column 2, row 3. It's a ground ball to the short to third base down the third baseline. Hanahan will make the catch there, and that'll put 1 away. Raul Ibans. Ibans is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. And that'll be a 1-3, column 1, row 3. It's a strikeout. On a 1 to 7, the 18 is too high. 6-6, column 6, row 6. It's a ground ball down the first baseline to Barton. And that'll put 2 away. Adrian Beltre, 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored. And that'll be a 1-3, column 1, row 3. It's a strikeout. On a 1 to 8, the 14 is too high. And that'll be a 3-4, column 3, row 4. Power hit into left field. On a 1 to 6, it's a single. 7 to 14, it's a double. 15, it's a triple. It's a 17, it's a fly out. Cusp will make the catch. And that will retire the retires the side. So no runs, no hits, and no errors, and none left on for the Mariners. After 5, it's A's 5, Mariners 4. We go to the top of the 6th. It's the top of the order for the A's. Mark Ellis, Derek Barton, and Emil Brown due up for the A's. Taking a look here at Felix Hernandez, he can face 1 more batter before he is considered tired. Bullpen for the Mariners starting to warm up. And Ellis is 1 for 3 today with 2 RBIs. And that'll be a 1-2, column 1, row 2. It's a strikeout. On a 1 to 5, that is a 3. Struck him out. Struck him out, and now he is considered tired. So, when the pitcher is tired, if you roll, in this case, off of Hernandez's card, it'll be a 2-2, a 4-2, or a 5-6. If any one of those numbers come up on the die, the pitcher will automatically get removed from the game. So meaning we will have to go to the bullpen. And that'll be a 6-1, column 6, row 1. Home run on a 1 to 6. The 14 is too high. And that'll be a 6-1, column 6, row 1. That's a base hit out there into past the second baseman. So with that, Barton is on with a base hit. They're going to give him the 2 more. So we're going to see how the next 2 batters do. Emil Brown is 0 for 3 with a strikeout. And that'd be a 3-2, column 3, row 2. It is a strikeout. On a 1 to 7, that is a 4. Struck him out. And that'll bring up Frank Thomas. Thomas is 1 for 2 today with a run scored. Strategy rolls a 20. It's a pickoff attempt. On a 1, it's a balk. On a 2 to 3, it's a pickoff. It's a 2. He picked him off. Tried to get back to the base, but could not, and he picked him off at first, and that will retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and none left on for the A's. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Greg Norton, Richie Sexton, and Brad Wilkinson due up for the Mariners. Taking a look here at Joe Blayton. Blayton can go 4 more batters before he is considered tired. Norton 0 for 2. And that'll be a 1-5, column 1, row 5. That is a walk. On a 1 to 14, that is a 4. And that'll be good for a walk. And that'll bring up Richie Sexton. Sexton is 1 for 2 today with a run scored. Strategy roll is a 2. Mariners are holding off. Infield at double play depth. And that'll be a 4-5, column 4, row 5. That is a strikeout. On a 1 to 15, that is a 14 in range. Struck him out. All right, strategy roll is a 20. It's a pickoff chance, but Joe doesn't pick anyone off. The roll would have been a 7. Wilkinson 0 for 2. Roll is a 2-2. Column 2, row 2. That is a strikeout. On a 1 to 10, 17 too high. 2-5, column 2, row 5. It's a ground ball down the first baseline to Barton. He'll make the catch. We will check for double play. It's a 1. The die roll is a 1. The pivot being the shortstop there, and it's a 3-6-3 double play. So Norton out at second. It's a 3-6-3 double play there. That will retire the side. So no runs, no hits, and no errors. After 6, it's A's 5, Mariners 4. We go to the top of the 7th. Frank Thomas, Jack Cusp, and Bobby Cosby due up for the for the A's. We do have a new pitcher on the mound for the Mariners. Hernandez is done. Now going to bring in Roy Coran. So Roy comes in the game with no ERA. No wins and no losses. He's pitched 5 2/3 of an inning, allowed 3 hits, 1 strikeout, and 2 walks. Taking a look at the stats here for Felix Hernandez, he went 6 innings, allowed 10 hits, 5 runs, 4 earned runs, 3 walks, 6 strikeouts, 1 home run, an ERA of a 5.36. 4, 5, and 6 due up in the lineup that Thomas is going to have to face off against. And here is the pitch. Thomas is 1 for 2 with a run scored. And that'll be a 2-3, column 2, row 3, double star. Now, double star off of the pitcher card. If you're playing the physical cards and dice game, you're going to take 1d6, roll it, and that'll tell you the auto out. Here in the PC game, it'll randomly choose it. And it's a ground ball to the shortstop. And that'll put 1 away. Jack Cusp, 2 for 3 with a home run, 2 runs and 2 RBIs. And that'll be a 4-5, column 4, row 5. It's a wild pitch. No one's on, so we're just going to roll for the batter. And that'll be a 3-2, column 3, row 2. It's going to be a fly ball back there to Suzuki, who will make the catch. And that puts 2 away. 2 up, 2 down. Bobby Cosby, 1 for 3. And that'll be a 3-6, column 3, row 6. It's a range play. And that'll be a 2-4, column 2, row 4. Base hit to Ibens. His range is on a 1-3. It's a 4. Can't make the catch in time. And it got by him. He misjudged it. They're going to send him for the steal attempt. And that is a 9. It's a 15. Plus 1 for the stolen base rating off of Raycorn. And how we figured that out is Cosby's a right-handed batter. So we take a look at the right-handed side of the slash under stolen base. It's a plus 2. Minus the 1, so it's a plus 1. We add that to the stolen base rating. That's where we get the 15 from. We take 1d6, roll it against the stolen base rating. And on a 3-19, if the roll is less than or equal to the stolen base rating, he is safe. Otherwise, he is out. And with that, Cosby will go to second. Ryan Sweeney is 2 for 3 with a strikeout and a run. And that'll be a 2-1, column 2, row 1. Hit by pitch. That makes it a 2. Roy, minus 3 for his hit by pitch rating. That makes it a 2. The die roll is a 1. And with that, Sweeney gets hit by the pitch. So he'll hobble on down to first. They'll check him out real quick on first base, see if he's okay. He got hit in the knee. He says he's fine. Shakes it off. Bob Bowen up. Bowen is 2 for 3 with a double, a strikeout, a run, and an RBI. Strategy rolls a 13. A's staying pat. 4-3, column 4, row 3. That is a strikeout. On a 1-20, that is a 15. Struck him out and sing. Take me out to the ball game. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and the A's leave 2 stranded. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Kenji Joijima, Yunesuke Benacourt, and Ichiro Suzuki due up for the Mariners. Joe Blayton can face one more batter, so they're going to leave him out there for this inning. Let's take a look at the box score after 6.5 have been played here at Seiko Field. The A's scored 3 runs in the 3rd inning, 2 runs in the 5th, 5 runs on 11 hits, and 1 error. The Mariners scored 4 runs all the way back in the 2nd inning, 4 runs on 6 hits, and 3 errors committed. Bottom of the 7th, Kenji Joijima is 1 for 2 with a run scored and the pitch. And that'd be a 4-6, column 4. Row 6, possible error. 3-1, column 3, row 1. It's going to be a base hit out there to Cusp. Error range is on a 1-7. It's a 10, no error there. But more importantly, Kenji Joijima is on with leads off with a base hit. And with that, Betancourt is up. He's 1 for 2 with a run scored. Blayton is now tired. So for Blayton, if we roll a 2-2, a 2-5, or a 3-3, he will get pulled. And that is a 5-3, column 5, row 3. Bullpen for the A's starting to warm up. It is a blank. It's a 4-1, column 4, row 1, double star 4. Ground ball down the 3rd baseline to Hanahan. Remember, Aidenfield is at double play depth. So that is a 5. The die roll is a 6. Joey Gima will advance to second. Remember, if it's a roll of a 6, the play is only at first. So they will get Benacord out at first on that. So with that, we go to the top of the order. Ichiro Suzuki, 2 for 3 with an RBI. Bennett Blayton still going strong a little bit. We'll see. 2-6, column 2, row 6. That is a blank. And that'll be a 2-6, column 2, row 6. It's a power hit to Brown. On a 1-3, it's a single. 4-12, it's a double. 3-13-18, it's a triple. It's a 3. That's going to be good for a base hit. And with that, Joey Jima goes to third. The stop sign goes up. He'll go from second to home with a 0 adjustment there. It's a 2. The die roll is a 3. And if it's higher, he holds. Excuse me there. Infield is playing in. So when the infield plays in, the range is a -2. And the base run rating on third gets a -1. Jose Lopez is 1 for 3 with 2 RBIs. Strategy roll is a 2. Mariners are holding off. And that'll be a 1-3, column 1, row 3. It's a strikeout. They're giving Blayton the one more sign there. Strikeout on a 1-4. The 5 is too high. And that'll be a 2-3, column 2, row 3. Ground ball to Hanahan. He'll make the catch. Now they're going to try to score the runner. They are. So Joey Jima is going to try to score. Are they just going to go for the auto out at first? They are. So with that, Joey Jima scores. Ties the game up. Suzuki goes to second. And the out is at first. And we have a tie ball game. And that is going to bring up by old Ibans, Joe Blayton. With that, skipper comes out. Blayton is going to come out of this game. And they are going to bring in Jerry Belvins to pitch. Yep, Belvins is going to come in. Belvins comes into the game with a 1.23 ERA. He's got no wins and no losses. He's pitched 7 1/3 of an inning, allowed 4 hits, 5 strikeouts, and 2 walks. Taking a look at the stats here for Joe Blayton, he went 6 2/3 innings, allowed 8 hits, 5 runs, 1 earned run, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts, an ERA of a 4.0. Royal Ibans is 0 for 3. Is Ibans going to take the hit here? He is. Belvins. 4-5, column 4, row 5, home run chance on a 0. The 8 is too high. And that'll be a 2-4, column 2, row 4, power hit to Brown. On a 1-4, it's a single. 5, it's a double. 6-11, it's a triple. It's a 15, and with that, Brown makes the catch. And that will retire the side. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. After 7, we are tied at 5. We go to the top of the 8th. Jock Hanahan, Mark Ellis, and Derek Barton due up for the A's. Roy Coran done. And the Mariners are going to go to their bullpen, and they're going to bring in Ryan Roland Smith. Smith is going to get the call up here. Comes into the game with a 4.68 ERA. No wins and no losses. He's pitched 7 2/3 innings, allowed 7 hits, 1 strikeout, 8 walks. Taking a look at the stats here for Roy Kokoron. He went 1 inning, allowed 1 hit, 1 strikeout, and 1 hit by pitch. No ERA. So 9-1-2 due up in the lineup here in the top of the 8th. Hanahan is 1 for 2, 0 for 1, sorry, with 2 walks and a strikeout. We do have a little bit of a change here. Sexton's going to come out at first. And with that, Lopez is going to go over to first. And at second, Tug Hewlett. Will take over at second. No, and no other changes there. Those are the only changes that they are going to make. So Jack Hanahan is 0 for 1 with 2 walks and a strikeout. They are going to let Hanahan take the hit here. And that'll be a 6-5, column 6, row 5. It's a strikeout plus. Now, strikeout pluses work the same way as a walk plus, where we add 10 to the strikeout range minus the 2 from the ballpark. That makes it a 21. That is a 2. Struck him out looking. Struck him out, and we go to the top of the order. Mark Ellis, 1 for 4 with a strikeout and 2 RBIs. And that'll be a 6-2, column 6, row 2. That is a strikeout. On a 1-6, 16 is too high. And that'll be a 2-1, column 2, row 1. It's a base hit, passed down the third baseline. And Ellis will get on with a base hit. Strategy roll is an 18. That is going to be a sacrifice play. Infield at double play depth. Derek Barton up 1 for 3 with a walk. And that'll be a 2-3. Column 2, row 3. Home run on, it's a successful bunt on a 1-3. That is a 3. It's in range for the bunt. Bunts it to the pitcher. And bunt rating of a 3 on a 1-15. That is a good sacrifice bunt. 1 out, but that moves Ellis over to second. 2 outs, runner on second. Emil Brown is up. Brown is 0 for 4, and Brown is not going to take the hit here. And instead, they're going to bring in Rajah Davis. Davis batting a 400, 6-3, column 6, row 3, at the ballpark. Seiko Field, 2-2, column 2, row 2. It's a base hit to Suzuki. So 1 run will score. The A's take the lead again. It's a 1-run lead. Rajah Davis will hold. The die roll is higher than his base run rating, so no advancement there. Doesn't turn it into a double. Frank Thomas is up. He's 1 for 3 with a run scored. Strategy rolls a 14. It is a steal attempt. They are going to send him. That is an 11, 14 in range. And they'll send him. So runner on second in scoring position. Frank Thomas, 1 for 3 with a run scored. And that'll be a 6-4, column 6, row 4 at the ballpark. And that'll be a 3-5, column 3, row 5. Ground ball to the shortstop to Benecourt. He'll make the catch. And that will retire the side. So at right field, we do have a new right fielder coming in. And that will be Emil Brown. Oh, we can't do that. We had Brown already in the lineup. Travis Buck comes in. So Buck will take over at right field. And with that, Belvin's, they're going to leave Belvin's in. Actually, no. Belvin's will come out. Belvin's comes out. And they're going to go with Santiago Castilla comes in. He comes in the game with a 5.14 ERA. 1 win, 1 loss, 1 save. He's pitched 7 innings, allowed 5 hits, 8 strikeouts, and 3 walks. Mariners down by a run. Taking a look at the stats here for Jerry Belvins, he went 1/3 of an inning, an ERA of a 1.17. Mariners down by 1. Adrian Beltre 0 for 2. Beltre going to take the hit here. And that'll be a 5-5, column 5, row 5. That is a walk. Belt on a 1-8, that is a 1, and Beltre will walk. And with that, they are going to bring in a pinch runner here for Beltre. And they're going to bring in Miguel Cairo. Greg Norton, 0 for 2 with a walk. Norton going to take the hit here. By the way, strategy rolls a 10. The Mariners holding off infield at double play. That is a walk on a 1-8. That is a 14. And they walk Norton. So runners in first and second. Tug Hewlett is he's batting a 273. Strategy rolls an 11. And that'll be a 5-6, column 5, row 6. It's a strikeout on a 1-17, 7 in range. Struck him out. Struck him out, and that's going to bring up Brad Wilkinson, who is 0 for 3. Wilkinson, got to take the hit. And that'll be a 5-1, column 5, row 1, range play at the ballpark. And that'll be a 5-4, column 5, row 4. It's a ground ball to Bowen. Bowen's range is on a 1-3. That is a 4, and he can't make the play. And that loads the bases up. Bowen is 0 for 1 on his range plays. Castillo going to stay out there. Joey Gima is up. He's 2 for 3 with a run scored. And that'll be a 2-4, column 2, row 4, home run on a 1. The 17 is too high. And that'll be a 3-6, column 3, row 6, fly ball back there to Cusp. He'll make the catch. And that is a failed sacrifice roll. And with that, says the lead runner thrown out. Cairo going for home. He's thrown out at the plate. And that will retire the side. So Cairo actually, yeah, Cairo going to come in and take over at third. That's the play there. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left on for the Mariners. After 8, it is A's 6, Mariners 5. We go to the top of the 9th. Jack Cusp, Bobby Cosberry, and Ryan Sweeney due up. Ryan Roland Smith gonna stay out there on the mound. Will we see some 9th inning magic? Let's take a look at the box score after 8 innings had been played here. The A's picked up a run in the 8th inning, 2 runs in the 5th, a run in the 3rd, 6 runs on 13 hits with 1 error. The Mariners picked up a run, 4 runs in the 2nd, a run in the 7th, 5 runs on 9 hits and 3 errors. Mariners down by 1. Jack Cusp, Bobby Cosberry, Ryan Sweeney due up for the A's. Jack Cusp, 2 for 4 with a home run, 2 runs, and 2 RBIs. 1-6, column 1, row 6. That is a strikeout. On a 1 to 15, the 19 is too high. And that'll be a 3-3, column 3, row 3. And that is a ground ball to Lopez. He'll make the catch. And that puts one away. Bobby Cosby, 2 for 4. Cosby going to take the hit here. 2-5, column 2, row 5. That is a strikeout. On a 1 to 5, the 20 is too high. And that'll be a 5-1, column 5, row 1, double star 3. Fly ball back there to Wilkinson. Puts 2 away. Sweeney, 2 for 3 with a strikeout and a run. And the pitch. And that'll be a 4-6, column 4, row 6. Possible error. 1-5, column 1, row 5. Fly ball back there to Wilkinson. Error ranges on a 1 to 2. It's a 12. No error there. And the Mariners retire the A's in order. 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, and no errors. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Yunesuke Betancourt, Ichiro Suzuki, and Jose Lopez due up for the Mariners. And with that, Hudson Street is going to get the call up. Yeah. Hudson Street gets the call up. Comes into the game with a 4.93 ERA. No wins, 1 loss, 4 saves. He's pitched 7 1/3 innings, allowed 8 hits, 9 strikeouts, and 2 walks. Taking a look at the stats here for Santiago, he went 1 inning, allowed 1 hit, 2 walks, 1 strikeout, an ERA of a 4.50. Betancourt 1 for 3. Betancourt going to take the hit here. And that'll be a 4-5, column 4, row 5. It's a strikeout on a 1 to 12. The 15 is too high. And that'll be a 6-4, column 6, row 4. Ground ball to second base to Ellis. Ellis will make the catch, and we go to the top of the order. Ichiro Suzuki, 3 for 4 today with an RBI. Mariners down by 1. 2-1, column 2, row 1, range play at the ballpark. And that'll be a 4-5, column 4, row 5. Cusp, range is on a 1 to 2. It's a 3. We roll 1D20 on a 1 to 4. It's a double. 5 to 20, it's a single. It's a 4. Ichiro is on with a double. Tying run on base. Lopez not going to take the Lopez is 1 for 4. It's been a 3 RBI day for him, but Lopez is not going to take the hit here. They are going to bring in Willie Bloomcrest. Bloomcrest going to try to take the hit here. He is batting a 192. And that'll be a 2-2, column 2, row 2. It is a walk on a 1 to 17. That is a 17. And they'll walk Bloomcrest. So runners now on first and second. Raul Ibens, 0 for 4. Ibens going to take the hit here. And that'll be a 3-1, column 3, row 1. Home run on a 1 to 12. The 15 is too high. And that'll be a 1-3, column 1, row 3. It's a fly ball back there to Sweeney. He makes the catch. And that'll put 2 away. Strategy rolls a 17, Cairo batting a 143. And Cairo is going to take the hit here. Runners on first and second. Mariners down to their last out. And that'll be a 5-6, column 5, row 6. It's a strikeout plus on a 1 to 19. That is a 16. Struck him out. And that's the ball game as the Oakland A's defeat the Seattle Mariners of a final score of 6-5. 1 run, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and the Mariners leave 2 stranded. Final line score coming right up. So that is the game there. The A's defeating the Mariners of a final score 6-5. 6 runs on 13 hits with 1 error. The Mariners 5 runs on 10 hits and 3 errors committed. Belvins gets the win. Ryan Roland Smith picks up his first loss. Belvins gets his first win. Hudson Street picks up his 5th straight save of the replay. Jack Cusp hits his 2nd home run of the replay. Taking a look at the stats here, Belvins, he went 1/3 of an inning, an ERA of a 1.17. He'll get the win there. Rowan Smith picks up the loss. He went 2 innings, allowed 2 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run, 1 strikeout, an ERA of a 4.64. Hudson Street went 1 inning, allowed 1 hit, 1 walk, 1 strikeout, an ERA of a 4.34. So that's going to do it for us here at Seiko Field as the Oakland A's will improve to 15-11 and the Seattle Mariners will drop to 9-17. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like and a thumbs up on your way through the turnstile. And remember to click that bell notification to be notified of when new videos in the 2008 replay go up and when I go live with all of the Philadelphia Phillies games. Until then, I'm Yoko007. We'll see you for another exciting game in the 2008 replay with Inside Pitch. Until then, take care, everyone. Bye-bye.